but I remember spending all my summers when I was a little kid with my grandpa, who you had the opportunity to meet.
Yeah.
Diaz, right?
Yeah. Oh man, what a guy.
Yeah. Great guy, total, just the epitome of a gentleman. And, he came from Italy to the US at a young age, forged a successful career in the culinary world, became a chef at the Union League. And I had the luxury of spending a lot of my summers at his house. And it was a small row home in Upper Darby, and we'd hang out all the time. He cooked me great meals and all that. And I remember one day, it was a hot summer day, ice cream guy rolls up, and I'm like, Pop, I want to go get some ice cream. The ice cream guy's out front. And he's like, all right, Tommy, let's go. And we go outside, and some kids had kind of formed a line. A couple of some of the adults in the neighborhood were there too. And I remember he started having chest pains, grabbed his chest, and basically fell to the ground. He had a heart attack right in front of my eyes. And ambulance came, and he was in and out of the hospital, had surgery, and it was his defibrillator that saved his life. He had a pacemaker, an implant, and I thought to myself, "Oh my God, that's a traumatic experience that I remember so much, so crystal clear. I remember it better than I think anything that probably happened to me today." And I specifically remember, my family visiting him in the hospital and in the operating room post-recovery and all that stuff, and them talking about the medical device rep that was involved in his procedure. And you can't help but think, connecting the dots, looking back, did that event lead me to what I'm doing today? You know what I mean? Did it lead me to being in medical device sales? You know what I mean? So that was kind of one of the interesting things from childhood that I can remember, that probably the very first traumatic experience that I can remember, so it's interesting to kind of connect the dots on that.
Wow. And story to that. I'm so glad, first off, that Diaz didn't pass right then and there, because this may be a different story. It was traumatic, it sounds, but it also sounds like it was traumatic enough, to be able to guide you in a direction. I hear different people at different times say that something like that, similar tragic thing happened, and that got them into a certain path. Not many people can tie back to something specific that happened in their life that set them on a trajectory. So can you unpack that a bit about like really what the importance is behind that? Because look, you're selling medical devices at this point, and you're saving lives with those people.